Yeah, I think my best skill set's probably taking data, writing individual plans for each player, and then sitting down and trying to figure out, how they learn, right? I mean, I said it all the time, or say it all the time. I mean, there's a lot of people who can tell you why now. The challenge in anything is giving them the how, and the how is so different for each player. So I think that's probably my strong suit.
What's it like been transitioning back to the college game again?
Yeah, it's still baseball, guys. I mean, it's 27 outs. It's the team with the most runs on the scoreboard when the last one's made. It's about strikes, strikeouts, not walking guys, keeping the ball in the ballpark, and it doesn't matter what level you're at. Those are important things when you're playing, at the highest level in college baseball, or you're at the highest level of baseball, and that's the big leagues.
What was the interest in coming to LSU specifically?
A lot of things, right? I mean, there's tradition. I think Jay's phenomenal. If I was going to leave the big leagues, I wanted to come back to a place that had some tradition, had phenomenal fan base, had the mindset of, hey, we're going to do whatever it takes to win. And then you look at, knowing Jay like I do, and then knowing where he's at, his mind, and we think alike. It's like, you never can guarantee a national title, but you got to wake up every day with your feet hitting the floor, knowing that that's something you're going to attack. And I believe if you do that over time, you get one. And I wanted to be around people like that, and that's him.
You also welcome a pretty good group in here. How excited are you to work with this pitching staff?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's funny. I got here. I immediately, right when I got the job, I talked to Thatcher. We committed him, I think, maybe the next day. Then we went through the process with Paul Skeens. Was phenomenal. Got to know him, and then obviously we got him committed. Yeah, it was good. These guys are really hard workers. There's a lot of guys driven. You give people the why, you give them the how, and they can typically motivate themselves at this level, and that's what you're seeing with a lot of our guys.
Jay said that you talk about how pitching happens as it relates to the body and how he made it seem like it was more biomechanical than anything. Can you just elaborate on how you focus the entire pitcher to get the most out as well?
Yeah, I think everybody has strengths and weaknesses, right? I mean, it's everybody right here, right? I mean, you got your strength and weakness as a reporter, as whatever. And we try to identify their strengths, and we want to build confidence in those strengths. And then we have to look at their weakness, and then we have to figure out, is that a movement pattern? Is that something in the weight room? Or are they just out of sync? So we spend a lot of time with motion capture, breaking down how these guys sequence to get them in the best position to deliver the ball.
Coach, what have you seen so far from Paul Skeens? Just how confident are you in his ability to be the guy, the ace?
Yeah, Paul's obviously a really, really good player. He wakes up every day. He wants to get better every single day at every facet of the game, not just throwing the ball harder or whatever, but it's like studying the game, his nutrition, his sleep habits, all of those things. So when you look at what Paul Skeens pours into a funnel every day and what comes out, I mean, it usually screams at you like, this guy's going to pitch a lot for you on the weekends.
Coach talked about giving guys maybe an inning or two instead of trying to ask them to do too much. Is that a way to make sure, or makes everyone feel like they're involved and participating? I know every guy wants to go out and pitch 7 innings, but that's not reality, right?
Yeah, no, that's something you learn in the big leagues. Everybody's got a sweet spot. We have, there's all different ways you can use analytics, right? You look at, to use the big leagues, for example, you look at the way the Tampa Bay Rays use pitchers. They go out, they throw 2 to 3 innings, they come out. Well, they've really identified where players' sweet spots are. We had a hybrid model of that when I was with the Twins that we developed. And that's similar to what we'll, kind of have the mindset here of doing is you find that, and then their confidence starts to raise. I can talk a little bit about a young man we had last year with the Twins, Johan Duran. He throws 103, and you're like, okay, he should be closing from day one, but it took time. We put him in some lower leverage situations to get out there and get some success and have some success. And then, you start moving him up the ladder a little bit, and then finally you look up at the end of the year and he's one of the best relievers in baseball. So ideas like that are things that we're trying to piece together with the staff.
Are you looking looking forward to some of the aspects of college baseball? You know, the students, it's a different atmosphere, right?
Yeah, no, I'll say this about the box, and this was before I even came here. The two loudest places I've ever been in baseball was 2019 Yankee Stadium playoffs. That's a loud place, playoffs. And then right here in 2016 on a Saturday night game when I was coaching at Mississippi State, it was deafening how loud it was. So missed that. Excited to get back to it a little bit. You know, yeah, I miss that. It'll be fun.
Guys, maybe time for one more for Wes.
What do you like about coaching this age group specifically? I mean, you came from the majors and now you're coaching the guys at the college level.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing is you get to see like some true development from, you know, they may come in 88 to 90 and then they leave out, you know, 94, 95, and you get to see that full growth of the player. You get some velocity jumps at the big league level, but nothing major. But then just seeing it, helping them, you know, understand nutrition, understand sleep, and trying to manage and get routines in. I really enjoy that. Thanks, guys.